What's up, guys? It's your girl, Miss O with O Said What. And if you guys wasn't aware, the scene ATL has released a 4-minute plus video of their virtual reunion. And baby, when I tell you it was hot tea, it was hot tea. We really get to see how Delon and Miss JT feel about this whole situation that took place in season 1. So with that being said, as the intro plays, do me a favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let somebody know I'm over here doing reviews.
Said what? Oh, said what?
So, what Stylish TV has given us, I am going to give you. I am solely going to comment on this specific clip because I don't know what comes before it or what comes after it. So, I'm going to give y'all a little sneak peek just like they gave us a sneak peek, and you guys will get to see the video.
Start on that scene.
Well,
How did that go?
Sometimes when there's a scripture in the Bible called "Try the Spirit by the Spirit," and sometimes you can catch people's tea immediately. And JT and I were having like an underlying conversation, but not really talking, even though we had met and we were sitting like close in proximity. And I don't know, we just bonded. And from then on, I knew we were going to be good friends.
Mm-hmm.
JT, is that how you feel as well?
At the time, absolutely.
I am weak. So, what would you say that you guys' relationship is now? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to laugh, but it's the fact that she gave like such a bland answer. Yeah.
It's the range. For me, it's the.
Is there some tension here, JT? A little bit?
It wasn't initially. Now it is.
Oh, care to respond on that?
I feel as though it's a running trend. I think when it came down to this entire season, that I personally had I wouldn't even say it was an issue. I would say an annoyance per se. There's been this consistency of like I'm thinking everything is fine, and then I get into the collective, and then I get a whole different thing, and so I'm kind of confused and I'm a little annoyed. Hence my energy at the moment. But me coming into this, no, I didn't have any tension. I didn't have any issues. Quite frankly, I didn't have no tension or issues with anybody in this group. But again, it's a running trend where people like to pop up, and next thing I know, I have an issue. So,
well, JT, if you don't mind me asking,
can I speak, please? It is also a running trend with you getting brand new and not assessing how you're coming off on other people or your behavior, because your behavior is what elicited my response, and I was silent for way too long. It's okay to take accountability on occasion and realize how you come off. It's called self-awareness, and I really think it would be beneficial to you to have some.
So self-awareness has never been an issue for me, as Carl said, within the season, and as he know in regular life. I am an accountability queen. I'm very big on letting it be known how I could have contributed to a situation. However, in the situation that you are referring to today, I had no contribution to that. I asked a simple question, and your energy shifted. I asked the question because what makes sense didn't make sense at that moment. So I asked. You didn't like how I chose to ask it? That's fine. Your response could have simply been, JT, I didn't like how you asked that question. Instead, you decided. You're absolutely correct. And you also don't get to dictate. You also don't get to dictate how I choose to speak on things.
Let's keep it real.
Yeah, but let's also keep it respectful as I'm currently speaking.
It's been stank since you arrived.
No,
kept
it
rolling
wasn't.
your
I actually
eyes.
had no
I'm
issue.
so agitated.
I had no
Can
issue.
the collector speak up? Wasn't she agitated? I'm so agitated. I said, well, get
I got agitated when we're all coming into this space.
So let's be clear about the change.
Yes, I got agitated, and I said I was agitated
come on, keep it real.
after.
If we're gonna have a real conversation, we need to keep it real. No ifs, ands, or buts, because I'm not.
So how about this? A conversation requires you to put a period on your sentence and allow somebody to respond. That's a conversation.
Be real.
Put a period on the sentence and allow somebody to respond. That's a conversation.
Begin your sentence with a reality check. Come on, let's go.
If you knew what that was, you would see that that's the case.
Baby,
you don't know, and I understand. But I'm not about to go back and forth with you. As I said, I'm going to answer the question for what it is. So what I said was, at the beginning of this statement and conversation, when we came in, my first question was, why are they in the same box? That was my question. After that, we kept getting technical issues because y'all was in the same space. Mm-hmm. So I started getting agitated because I asked a question and I saw you caught an attitude and rolled your eyes. So if we want to sit here and be accountable, let's be accountable for said own action. I have no problem with that. You do. You shouldn't have a problem with somebody asking what the fuck you're doing. From jump. It wasn't. It wasn't. You wanted to be that way because you want an issue.
So you guys, that was the 4-minute plus sneak peek of the virtual reunion for the scene ATL. And first things first, I know I'm going to be watching this reunion 2-3 times because I'm going to have to look at everybody's faces when things were going on. It was just too much going on for me to adjust. But I will say, I'm glad that Miss JT and Delon is hashing this situation out. This is probably the most I've heard Delon speak the whole season. And I'm not even going to lie. I am here for it. I am here for how he came at Miss JT. And I'm glad that they both kept it not short, not sweet. But it seems like they're going to get their problem resolved. And for a friendship, that's what you need. So I'm excited. I cannot wait into the next release. Hopefully they don't clip us to death. Hopefully that was just a little sneak peek for us to get us geared up for the full thing in the next week or so. But that is all that I have for you guys. Do me a favor, if you made it to the end of the video, drop a green heart in the comments for me. And if this is your first time coming over to my platform, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, do all those things. But with that being said, I'm your girl, Mz.O, and this is what Mz.O has said.